Y'all price these houses right from the get-go. This is crazy. Let me just tell y'all what type of day I had. It's been a busy day today, and there was a house that looked distressed, and my client wanted to see it. And you know how you have some people that sometimes they just want to see something knowing good and well they are not going to buy this house, right? And I told y'all, I'm always keep it real and raw. I'm just not one of those agents, right? We're not going to waste time, right? Time is money, money is time. And I'm just not going to do it. And I kept telling my client, she's like, but I want to see the property. And I'm just like, this property looks distressed. And the reason why I say it looks distressed, because first of all, it's closer to $1 million than it is to 500, right? And the agent was taking pictures with his phone. And not that you can't do that, but he didn't try to disclose that at all. You can see him in the bathroom with his phone taking a picture of the bathroom. And I was just like, this is crazy. The windows on the back side of the house, the blinds were all up. And it just screamed, something's not right with this house. She just kept insisting. I said, okay, we're going to go see it. And I said, reached out to the agent. And it's been on the market for a minute. And I know, like, this house should have sold or whatever have you. I don't know. Something just didn't look right. The outside of the house had a car in the driveway, almost closer to $1 million home. Why is this house showing up like it's a distressed property? So I took my client to another home that she really wanted to see, and she brought a cousin along with her, which I was glad. You know, sometimes you got to bring people with you. But anyway, I thought we had it. That house, except the double oven, it fit the bill. I was just like, let's go. Let me go write this offer. So, but she still wanted to go see the other property. By then, the agent, where they had denied us first to come and see it, I feel like I got some of they said, okay, y'all can come see it. Y'all, we get to the house. First of all, we pull up in the community, and I was just like, whoa, okay. Community was nice. That black car that was in the picture was still sitting in the driveway. So I was like, here we go with this shit, so I'm friends with my clients, and I just have to be myself at all times. So yeah, we get to the door, I open it up. They have the little shoe covers there, and I say, okay, I see the floors. Okay, nice floors. Let's go ahead and cover up our shoes, okay? So as they're putting their shoe covers on, I'm fast. I know how to put mine on right quick, y'all. And I'm looking, and I'm just like, well, damn. This house looks really nice. That agent didn't do that house no justice doing those pictures. And my thought process immediately was like, who hires somebody to sell their house and don't go back and look at the pictures to approve them or disapprove them? Okay, I said, okay. I don't know why I feel like I got something right here. So anyway, y'all, we go in the house. Oh my gosh, this house fit the bill. It had the double oven. The island was the larger island. And then, oh my gosh, it had the little, the trash can hooked to the island in the drawer that she kept looking for. It had it, y'all. It had it. So we were excited. It had the guest room with the full bath on that main level. And there were 2 rooms upstairs that both had secondary rooms that had bathrooms within the bedrooms. And, the house was this guy who, I'm not going to name any names. I was just like, this house should have been sold. This house should have been sold. So, of course, she was just like, I like it. I want to put an offer in. I said, okay. And so, of course, she's asking me, what do you think I should offer? There's cameras all around. I'm just like, hey, let's not talk price in here. You know the rule. Let's go outside. So, went outside, and we were out there talking, still not really talking price. And I said, let me do some homework, because I'm still not understanding why this house hasn't sold. And so we were just kind of looking around at the neighborhood and everything. And it was really, really cool. So I'm looking, and I'm like, it's not making any sense, the price point of this house. Like, okay, the community wasn't a large and it wasn't too small. So, but it's just the surrounding areas. I just wasn't seeing anything that made sense for us to go ahead, even come close to what they were asking. And so I am one of the ones that, hey, all the agents can do is say yay or nay. So I called the agent, didn't get an answer right away. His assistant said, okay. I told him my concerns and said, hey, I don't want to be insulting. I don't want to send over an offer, because sellers can decide to answer or not answer if you send too low of an offer. And because she really wants this, I just, hey, I want to be respectful, but at the end of the day, it had to make sense because I'm representing my client. So finally, the agent calls me he texted me and said, hey, were y'all going to submit an offer? And I said, like, yeah, I'm still waiting on you to, call me. Let's have a conversation. So he calls me. And I said, hey, listen, I just, again, I told him, hey, I thank you for allowing us in, that those pictures did this house no justice, a really nice house. However, I'm just wondering, where is this price point coming from? Because I don't want to send anything insulting over. And he started rambling. And then he says, well, we, get the appraisal. And I understand this. And sometimes I tell my buyers, hey, I don't think they're too far off. Let's go ahead and do the appraisal and let's see how it comes back. But this home, I felt the number was going to be way too low. It was going to be significantly low. And I don't want to waste money, right? And so, because a seller can decide if they want to go down on the house price or not to the appraised value. And I don't encourage any of my buyers to go into a home upside down, negative equity from the get-go. That makes no sense, So I said, I kept looking for the numbers. I even stretched the search out. It just wasn't making any sense. And he's like, no, y'all can go ahead and still do the offer. And if the appraisal comes back, and then my client has already said. So I'm just like, well, why in the hell y'all just didn't go ahead and put it at the price that it will sell at? Those were my exact words to him. And he was like, he said, I'd like to work with, yeah, we would too, but it's got to make sense. So it's just like, I just don't even understand why sellers, y'all just sticking numbers out there, and agents that are just allowing these sellers to just stick numbers out there. But I guess because he didn't really spend any money on marketing this home for real, because he used his cell phone to take the pictures on a house that's close to $1 million. Yeah, it just didn't make any sense. So I'm going to always keep it real and raw with y'all. I can't wait to just see what we're going to do because my client, she still likes it. She's thinking about it. And I'm going to let y'all know how this goes. But agents, sellers, if you are looking to sell the house, price it right from the get-go. Don't play around with it, okay? Because you end up leaving that house on the market days longer than it needs to be. And then we as agents thinking, okay, what's going on with this home? Although there was some things going on with it, but that house should have sold way before now had it been priced right. All right. I am LaTrasha. I'm a licensed real estate broker here in the state of Georgia, as well as I hold license in the state of Alabama. And I'm also a mortgage loan originator, which means not only can I get you in the house, I can also get you the funds to purchase that house. All right. So y'all stay tuned. Consider giving me a thumbs up, hitting that subscribe button, and definitely sharing with your family and friends so they can get the real and raw of real estate. All right, y'all. Thank y'all.